Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Random Video Thursday. Also, happy December. We have made it to the last month of 2022. Hope everybody's looking forward to the Christmas season. And in this video, I'm going to do something that I've never done before and have been thinking of all throughout yesterday. It's going to be another ranking. You might remember over a year ago when I ranked all the NFL uniforms. This time it's going to be a ranking of every Beatles album. So, this is all 12 Beatles albums, no compilation albums, studio albums. So we have 12 albums to rank here. Number 12 being the worst, number 1 being the best. So, let's start off at the bottom of the list. Number 12 is Yellow Submarine. And right away I can tell you, and a lot of Beatles fans might say this is the worst album. I would agree with that. It's my least favorite. Mostly because it's very different from the other Beatles albums. The fact that the A side is Beatles songs and the B side is music from the background music from the movie Yellow Submarine. And the songs on here are just lackluster and mediocre, especially All Together Now. But and while there are some good songs like Only a Northern Song, It's All Too Much, Hey Bulldog, Yellow Submarine, All You Need Is Love, all the other songs are great, but the album is just mediocre. My least favorite. So moving on, number 11 is Beatles for Sale. And I ranked it at number 11 because, many people might say this is a classic album, but I think it's kind of lackluster. Some of the songs are kind of lackluster, I would say. Number 10, A Hard Day's Night. And while I do think there are some good songs on the album, like I Should Have Known Better, I'm Happy Just to Dance With You, and many other great songs, I also think it is kind of lackluster. Basically, the Beatles, I would say, improved as they became more and more popular, in my opinion. Number 9 is Help. This is a good album, a bit lackluster, but yet there are also some great songs, most notably Help, Ticket to Ride, and Yesterday. That's such an iconic song. Number 8, Rubber Soul. This album is, I would say, average. I do like that it's a mixture of classic folk music and typical 60s rock, with a lot of great songs like Norwegian Wood, Michelle, In My Life, and Nowhere Man. Number 7, With the Beatles, or Meet the Beatles as it was known in the United States. This is a good album. I ranked it at number 7 because it's average. It does have some good songs, and it does have some great cover songs. It's songs like their cover of the Chuck Berry song Roll Over Beethoven, and then a cover of the Smokey Robinson song You Really Got a Hold on Me, and also Don't Bother Me, the first Beatles song that was written by George Harrison. This is a good album, but the early Beatles albums were kind of simple. Songs like All My Loving, I Want to Be Your Man, those were songs that were kind of simple. like I said, I definitely think the Beatles improved their songwriting as they became more and more popular. Number 6 on the list is Please Please Me, their first album, or Introducing the Beatles, as it was known in the United States. It's a great album, definitely one of the best debut albums. And while not in the top 5, I ranked it at number 6. I do like it. There are some good songs, and I will admit, some of the songs are pretty simple, like I Saw Her Standing There, Please Please Me, and Do You Want to Know a Secret? They are fairly simple songs, but classic songs nevertheless. Alright, now we're in the top 5, which is the Beatles' best albums. And number 5, Revolver. This is a wonderful album, and it features a lot of great songs. Opens up with a classic George Harrison song, Taxman, as well as many other songs like Eleanor Rigby, For No One, I Want to Tell You, Tomorrow Never Knows, Good Day Sunshine, so many great songs. Plus, I like the cover art. Alright, number 4, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is a wonderful album, one of the best Beatles albums ever made, and one of the best rock albums ever made. The various use of musical instruments on the album made it a classic album, and it features so many great songs like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, With a Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, When I'm 64, a classic closing track, Day in the Life. So many great songs on this album. Now, number 3 is the Beatles, also known as the White Album. This is a great album. So many great songs on this album. The White Album is definitely one of the best Beatles albums ever made. And it has so many iconic songs, which is why I ranked it at number 3. I mean, it's got great songs like While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Blackbird, Julia, Birthday, Revolution, so many great songs. And then now, number 2, Let It Be. Some people say this album is kind of mediocre. I actually like it. And I ranked it at number 2 because it's my second favorite Beatles album. And it does have some pretty great songs, like I Me Mine, The Long and Winding Road, and the classic closing track, Get Back. It's a great album. And finally, number 1, the best Beatles album of all time, in my opinion, Abbey Road. This is a wonderful Beatles album. It's one of my favorite Beatles albums, and I ranked it at number 1 for a lot of reasons. First off, the cover. It's the cover for Abbey Road is very recognizable and very iconic, with the Beatles crossing the street. And it's got a lot of great songs on it, like Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden, Carry That Weight, The End, Because, Here Comes the Sun, my favorite Beatles song, one of my favorite Beatles songs. It's a classic. And there we go. That's all the Beatles albums ranked. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, share the video with your friends, like the video, and comment down below. And see you next time.